fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. Who here found their last job all by themselves? Okay, a lot of us have. Now, who here was homeschooled, got an online bachelor's degree, and is currently self-employed? Is anyone? Now, the vast majority of us learn better when we go to school with other people. We win more when we're part of a team. And we're more productive when we work in a company or we work with other people. But when we go out there in the job market, we're doing it, the majority of us, all by ourselves. And that's the reason that we created, myself and our other leadership team created the Chicago Job Support Group. I'm here today to tell you what the Chicago Job Support Group is, what you can expect from it, and also what you're required of it. Like Pat said earlier, there's going to be a question and answer section, so think of questions you can ask. If anything is unclear later, bring it up later in the question and answer section. The Chicago Job Support Group is a new group. It's in Chicago. And the main purpose of it is the idea that when you work as a team, you're more productive and more effective than when you work alone. Now, this is a non-for-profit job support group. There is no agency. You're not going to be trying to sold something later on. This is just a group of people looking for jobs, but instead of doing it themselves, they're getting together and they're branching off one another. Myself and the leadership team are also looking for jobs. So our main goal of this support group is to get results, interviews, job offers, and to create a structure so that when everyone here gets a job, then the next wave could come in. And since everyone's not going to get the job at the exact same time, you're going to want to create some structure so there's constantly people coming in supporting you as people are leaving. So that's the main two goals of the job support group. Obviously get jobs and create a structure for others to benefit from it. Now, the premise of this, what this group is that when you work with others, it's more effective. And if you take a look at sales teams, even though everyone is going out to the customer by themselves and doing the action themselves, they're always reporting back, they're analyzing what they did when they're a team. Myself personally, I used to swim in high school and throughout college. And one year I decided to train, before high school we had a preseason, I decided to train by myself. And what I found out was that it was very difficult. It was very difficult to push myself to the limit. Even though I could go there every day and train, but it was really hard to push myself to the absolute limit. When you're around other people, even though there are people out there that are very good at working by themselves, the vast majority work better when they work with other people and they're part of a team. So that's a little bit about what the Chicago Job Support Group is in theory. Now, how we've broken it down is into two parts. The first is what you're going to do at home, and the second part is what you're going to do when you meet up as a group. Now, this is the first meeting, so it's informational, but a typical meeting is going to be very proactive. We're going to do mock interviews with one another. You're going to have practice 15-second elevator pitches and discuss current events or anything that comes to mind. And also, lastly, networking. The reason is just because you want interviewing is a skill and you want to take advantage of that, and also to be as proactive as possible. The second part is what you're going to do at home. At home, what we're going to have is a system. At the beginning of every day, you're going to have a partner. And we're going to assign these partners at random depending on who's free and who's not free. And you're going to contact this person, they're going to contact you, and you're going to tell them your goals for the day. They're going to record your goals, you're going to record their goals. Then halfway through the day, you're going to check back in. And you're going to tell them your goals, how's it progressing, how's it not. Go back to doing what you're doing, and then end the day the same way. And the reason you do this is even though it's tedious and takes a lot of work, you're just constantly double checking with someone to make sure you're progressing and they're also giving you feedback. When I used to work for a investment bank and sales companies, we started every day like this. We have goals, even though what we did was the exact same thing every single day. We'd still start the day talking to someone. Midday we'll say what's going on, and the day we'll say what's going on. The fact of the matter is it gets results, so that's why we recommend it. So that's basically what this job support group is. Now, what you can expect from it is that the expectations or what you're gonna get from it is pretty much the same as what you get from yourself, only faster. We're not really gonna dictate the job strategies to use because everyone's in a different field. Everyone does completely different things to get their jobs. Some people can use internet marketing, others have to use networking. The only thing we're going to do is encourage you to do what you do more often, and anything else that other people can do. So this will allow you to get the job a lot faster. But with this being said, it's not really overnight. It's still going to take a lot of work. You're still going to have to go out there and do a lot of the work yourself, but it's just going to be a faster process. What you can find by doing this is, since someone's pushing you and making you do the things you don't want to do, go talk to the people you don't want to talk to, you're going to maybe even find yourself in a position where you're getting job offers from jobs you never thought you'd ever get. So you might even be more selective and not just take what comes to you. So that's basically what you can expect from the Chicago Job Support Group. The requirements, what is required of you, is key. And what is required of you is to basically help others look for jobs. So you're going to have two jobs. One, you go out and do everything, all your goals that you determine, and then you're required to follow up and make sure everyone else is doing their goals. At first, when you think about this, you say, well, isn't this more work than what I'm only doing because I'm doing what I'm doing right now, and then I'm going out there and I have to do that for someone else. But in reality, what you're doing is going to be a more effective work. So if you're out there looking for a job, you're going to do work that's more effective, it's more productive, and then you're getting information from people that you wouldn't get if you're just working alone. So in the end, you're going to be more productive, even though theoretically you will be doing more work because you're helping yourself and helping others. But in the end, you're going to be more productive. So the main requirement is basically to follow the structure and help other people. That's what is required of you in this group. So those are the three things I wanted to discuss to you today at this group. This is just a basic informational group. Our main objective is for you to get results, get interviews first, then job offers, and to help maintain and create a structure so that others can use this structure while you do get your career, and say a year down the line, if you want to change jobs, you could always come back. So that's the main objective of this. Once you get a hang of it and you get an idea of it, then you can basically take it further, or you can even take a leadership role and run it yourself. So with that being said, if you're interested, after the question and answer sections, you can sign up with me after the meeting. At this time, I'll open the floor to any questions you may have. Okay.
So basically, does anybody coach me, if I decide to join the group? I mean,